Hey, my name is Brian Dwyer, the creator of FLEXTALK.org, and in this video, I want to explain to college coaches how to use our free online resources to build a better team both on and off the field or the court. All right, so obviously if you're a college coach, you're a good leader. A good leader has clarity. You have clarity on your mission. You know what your vision is. You can envision the future of your team. You know where you're heading. You know what your values are and what drives you. You have goals in mind. You know what you expect from your team culture, right? Good leaders have clarity, but great leaders can give that clarity through processes. A great leader can organize his team and give his team that kind of clarity, allow what he sees, what he envisions to be passed on through the organization. And that's what the FLEXTALK library is all about. It gives you the tools to not just be the leader, but to create leaders throughout your organization. It allows you to give your clarity to everyone in your organization. Now, you do this through creating a mentoring culture and equipping everyone on your team to have regular mentoring conversations. Here's how it works. It takes 5 simple steps. Step number 1, establish your first circle. Now, your first circle is that handful of coaches that are in that first leadership group. These are the guys that you need to make sure are in the room getting clarity with you on what you're about ready to spread throughout your organization. All right, step number 2 then, with that first circle is you want to get clarity on your team fundamentals. Now, Team Fundamentals is a short series in our library that helps you to establish your mission, your vision, your values, and it helps you to quantify and build a healthy team culture. Now, you'll have an opportunity to work through all of that when you bring that first circle through that Team Fundamental series. Now, you can do this week by week, you can do this over a couple of conversations, or you can take a staff retreat and do this there. But it's important that you get everyone in that first circle on the same page. There's actually a worksheet in that Team Fundamental series that helps you to write down those 5 important things. Now, your next step then is to establish a mentoring tree. Now, this is an org chart for your team, and this is the mechanism that will help you to spread your message, your mission, your vision, your values, your strategic objectives, and your culture. Now, we've got some resources below that will help you to think through your mentoring tree and your org chart if that's helpful for you. But the point here is real simple. You're trying to create a system by which your message can spread, because great leaders don't just have clarity, they have a system for giving clarity. And one of the simplest systems is a mentoring system, a mentoring tree by which you can expect everyone in your organization to not just have a mentor, but to be a mentor and be a leader. So step 4 then is to give clarity through your mentoring tree. Give clarity to your organization on team fundamentals. So everything that your first circle talked through, your mission, your vision, your values, your strategy, and your team culture, you're giving that clarity to everyone in your organization through those mentoring conversations. Now, we recommend that you create an expectation that those mentoring groups are going to meet once a week for at least an hour, and they're going to go through that conversation using the same methodology that your first circle used. Now, we call it the FLEX method, where you find a topic. In this case, you've given them the topic. It's team fundamentals. And they learn about it on their own before they come together to explore it in conversation. See, what this will do is it'll give your team and everyone on your team, it will give them the same methodology for owning that vision, for owning that mission. So it's not just a coach or a leader forcing it down someone's throat, but you're expecting them to process it, to think about it, and own it for themselves, to go through those questions and understand it really from a heart level, not just from a mind level, but from a heart level. They'll understand what that's all about. They'll begin to get the clarity, coach, that you have on that thing. The best way to give them that clarity is to give them an opportunity to process it, to own it, and to have a conversation about it through that mentoring tree. And the fifth step is real simple. You keep talking in these mentoring relationships. If you've created the org chart, if you've created that tree, and you're giving them the tools to talk through not just those team fundamentals, that's a great place to start, but every single week to talk off the field about your values, about leadership, all that stuff that you can find right in our resources. And you're getting them in the habit of processing, talking about it, submitting to their mentor, learning from their mentor, and then also over time teaching them to be mentors so that you can continue to expand this mentoring tree throughout your team. What'll happen is your team will have great clarity. They'll have clarity on a wide range of topics, not just leadership topics, but life topics. Because after all, that's what your coaching is all about. Not just building up great athletes, but building up great people. And this is what the FLEXTALK library can help you to do. So use those resources below to learn more about how to use flextalk.org for your team on and off the field.